Hi guys, I'm Exact Chaos and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines. We're playing Green Cities. So, at the end of the last episode we started to see a bit of a backlog of traffic and things happening over here, so I kind of investigated that a little bit and managed to resolve the bulk of it fairly easily. And what I did to do that was actually create an off-ramp over here, plus a connection from that side. So I'll quickly just explain what I did over there and why I did it. So what was happening is the vehicles were actually making this turn, running through here, coming through here to try and get over onto this side. Whether that was part of the initial build-up or whether that's just the kind of traffic that we're going to see for this area, I don't quite know. So what I then did to resolve that issue, so that was then combining with traffic from this side wanting to go that side too. That was also, so this area here was getting very busy and that was causing gridlock on other sections. So what I did was I opened up this section, and the rain is screwing with me a little bit, only allowing the right turn over there and then allowing the left turn on this side. Okay, yeah, because we were also getting vehicles traveling over here making this movement to go all the way this way or something like that. So I've effectively opened this up as a left turn over here and a right turn over there to allow access to and from this side and to go to this area. I didn't want a lot of other traffic, so I didn't, for instance, want these guys to go straight through there because they still have this option. So I want to make sure that we balance the traffic by allowing the guys that wants to get into this side to really make this movement. Okay, so that's kind of what I've done, but whether they are doing that, I'm not too sure yet. But anyway, things are pretty much flowing. These are all pretty much timed traffic lights anyway, and things are generally flowing. Yeah, the rain is messing me up a little bit in terms of the brightness on the roads when I go over the top of them. But for the most part, the traffic in this side has been resolved by making these small changes over here, and they seem to be managing it. There's a lot of left turning traffic that we're seeing over here, so we're just kind of extending things a little bit, but I think it is overall it is working. It's a very good use of this infrastructure. None of this is over designed. It's all being used quite effectively, and to some extent I think we may even have a little bit of a problem in this section through here. There's just a little bit too much traffic wanting to make this movement. For that very reason, I might actually change this up to a one-way, so that we double up on traffic going that way, and then these guys all have to make their turn on that side. I think that's going to be what I'm going to do. That's going to make it easier to deal with, I think. Not sure, but we're not getting a lot of traffic through there, and it is getting a fair bit of a demand to do that. The alternative is for us to find and identify a spot where we can actually run a separate bridge. I'm not sure we're going to easily find that because we don't have any more room. In order for us to do that, we would potentially have to demolish a few things, run something across. Maybe that could possibly work. What we could do is we could pull this one back, right, and then run it over the top over there. That might be something that could work for us. Okay, I'll keep that in mind as that goes, because this section could be a little bit problematic and I'm not liking what I'm seeing over here. So first things first, I'm going to upgrade this to a one-way. So let's grab our one-way over here and let's just do this upgrade right over there. So turn, I want you to be able to actually go where you want to go, and I don't want you to make that turn. I'm going to grab this guy right here and I'm going to make you do this. Right, so this is a double lane in that general direction, so once you go, you can all go in that direction. At the same time, then this no longer does that. That goes through there. and then I'll quickly have to have a look at the timed light over here. So let's pause it for a minute. Let's stop the timed light. So what do we have over there? We've got that, which is obviously not gonna, well, that can now work still, and this, that, yeah, absolutely, this can work. This is still going to be fine. Let's just have a look. This one, through movements. This one is the turn over here plus the through movement over there, which can work, and then this one is that one making all of its movements, and it is in conflict with certain things. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. That can actually work as is. Why we're getting a ton more traffic going this way now is a little bit interesting, instead of anything wanting to do the other direction. And yeah, anyway, let's give it a little bit of time. I think what I'm gonna do is I am gonna work on this extension bridge through here. So what I'll do is I will have to remove this piece of road right there, which in turns means this thing will go and that thing will go, and at the same time we've got something over here. So what I'll do is I'm just going to do a standard okay, so let's just grab this, get rid of that, give me a bit of a road. Probably don't snap it just yet. It still snaps it regardless of what I say. Okay, so this one, are we gonna do like 9 meters? I'm kind of thinking we should do the 9 meter right there, and then that can drop straight down onto there, right? On the other side we've got this one, which is gonna be steep. Okay, what I want to do is that's a little bit further away, so let's I'm gonna try and squeeze it straight up to that, right? And then I'm gonna try this again. That's at 8. That looks probably a little bit better. There we go. So I've actually did do another bridge connection to the other side. This section is probably going to get very busy. Now this is actually going to allow people to get onto this side too. So it's going to alleviate traffic on this section. So I'm going to keep, wow, it's so crazy how quickly things deteriorate. It's not actually using the 2 lanes the way I would have wanted it to be using the 2 lanes. So I might go back to the other operation. Let's go back to the other operation and see how that goes. So let's do that. We'll go back to that one as is, and what I'll do is I will plop this in here. It's a bit of trial and error, I am afraid, in a lot of situations. So it's a little bit of trial and error. I just need to have a quick look at this thing over here. Start it. Oh, that was the issue. That was the issue. Okay, I didn't. That wasn't. I stopped the. I think I stopped the timed light. That's why it had an issue. But I think with this new bridge over here, that could potentially resolve it just in general. Yeah, that's fine. So hopefully we'll not get a lot of traffic trying to make use of this to get onto this side. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to despawn the traffic just because I messed it up now, and we'll see with the new connections and things running whether things are clear. I just don't want things to get out of hand. Okay, let's get back to actually building the city, and we'll leave that traffic for now to kind of resolve itself, or see if it is resolved. How is my water doing? Availability and sewage treatment is dropping a little bit, so maybe what I do is I'll add a little piece somewhere actually, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I should start adding some treatment plants, and an area like this is pretty good for it as a treatment plant, I would imagine. Actually, let's because we don't have a very, let's do a bit of a treatment plant in this area up against the rail. So before we do, let's pause it for a second and let's see if we extend this road in here. I don't necessarily want to connect it on the other side. This, I think, would eventually become a bridge that goes over the top. It's a bit more of a... But what I'll do is, let's grab... What kind of roads can we grab that's interesting enough for this? That's just this two-way suburban road thing. Now, I just want a standard, almost industrialized road, so something like this. So let's do... and we probably don't need to turn it that much though, so let's do something like that, and we'll run it a bit, something like this, yeah. And then this area in my mind is going to become, that's still dry and this is wet. Interesting. Okay, so let's do a bit of a section over here, right? Something like that. So that's a water treatment plant and a tank reservoir and a pumping service. Oh yeah, that's something else. So what does this do? Tank reservoir water. The city pumps more water than it needs. The excess stored in tanks. Well, I'll actually do both of those. So let's do the treatment plant plus a bit of a tank reservoir in front of it like this. Okay, and then let's connect it up to the network. Ooh. Okay, there we go. So that's oh, look at that. That actually doesn't look too bad. The way it's kind of on the hill there, on the side of the hill there. This area could also be used for some other elements, so let's have a quick look. So our water availability is better. How's our electricity? We're almost getting to the edge of what electricity is, but there's a lot of stuff that we're using over here. So let's maybe switch back on the geothermal plant, and that should get us a fair bit of additional electricity. Yeah, that's it. That's going to work for us for now. So we've run out of the use of our nuclear facility, which is a little bit crazy if you think about it. So let's I want to run a bit of a section through there so we can actually get this thing up and running and working. Is that switched off? It is working. Okay, so now the station is actually working. So now cargo can flow into this direction. At the same time, what I want to do is I want to make sure that we keep adding stuff to the mix over here. Right, and what I'll do is I'll do a little bit of a retail section right in here. Kind of like the idea of doing that. And then I also want to... How's my garbage collection looking? It's pretty good. Do we have problems? Not really. Let's have a quick look at what happened with the traffic over here. No problems, no problems. And this bridge, it is getting fairly busy. So that's pretty good. Oh, what I can do is I can actually add a little bit more. What was this? This was some offices, right? Master architect. So let me grab some more offices and we'll just fill that. Let's just fill that spot up there again. Just so that we don't have this funny open area right here. We can do a bit of a park on that side. A lot of people walking over here. But that is a good connection through there, and it is a connection that allows you to cut straight through to that side also. Which is not exactly what I'm after though. I don't want that cut through traffic, but that's not a ton, right? I think the bulk of stuff is still... This road is not doing any traffic anymore, is that? Oh no, this one will be doing those. Yeah, so from here they're still doing that on that side. Okay, good stuff. Okay, what else do we need in this area? So I've got this area built up over here. Got some parks, we've got a bit of high density over here, we've got a lot of people living over here. All of this is still working. Okay. Next thing I wanted to do is I wanted to create a bit of a public transport connection between these two. And what were we thinking about? I was thinking maybe a cable car system. So a cable car stop and an end of line stop. So maybe something over here, or shall I just do it straight over there? Do I have... Okay, let's start on this side. Let's do an end of line stop over here, straight in front, and an end of line stop, yeah, straight in front over here too, right? And then we can actually use that to walk to that side, also walk across to that side. Yeah, let's do that. Do that end of line stop straight in front there. Now so what is that invalid shape thing? Okay, so let's pull that back a bit over there and let's squeeze that one. Do that. Okay, so it doesn't want it to just do the turn straight away. So there we go. Now we've got cable car services running. I would imagine. What I'd also like to do is just, there goes a cable car. What I want to do is just make sure that we allow that movement straight over there. And I'm kind of thinking over here too. And what I would also imagine is that this would actually be a signalized one. Perfect. So as soon as people wants to make use of it to get down there to the cruise terminal, that's it. Look at that. I like it. I like it. And now what I can actually also do is start filling in the thing a little bit more. I'm also wondering whether, no, I don't think we need more of that. What we could do is add a bus station next to it and then have a little bit of a bus route or something doing that. Oh, also maybe like a tourist tram link. I'm kind of thinking all kinds of little things that we could do. What is this? This is tram. So tram needs a tram depot, and I'm thinking a tram depot in this area. So what? Okay, so that actually runs it straight onto the road though, yeah, like this. So if we do that, we have a tram depot over there. Alternatively, we squeeze in look, I just don't want it to, I think this side is better. Okay, switch off this one like that. There we go. I think that is pretty good. So that's a tram depot right there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now what I'm keen on doing is getting a tram, and I might do, ooh, the tram is not going to work on this side. Wow, there's a lot of people getting into cars over here. Does that look good? Yeah, I mean that's pretty much how you would make use of a cable car. Oh, these things are very busy. I thought I saw. Yeah, crazy busy. Let's add a train to it. Let's add a train to that line over there. So we're thinking train. We're thinking this line. Ooh, this line over here. And then I'm thinking add a vehicle to it. 2 vehicles should do the trick for us. I'm also wondering about this one getting through here with the 2 lines doing their thing. That one going, or is it waiting? Or yeah, there it goes. Oh, as soon as that is cleared. Train line 5 is a lot of passengers waiting through here. bit of waiting trains here. I think an extra platform in here, or maybe well, a bypass isn't required because they're all using the same thing. Anyway, that's pretty good. Area would be growing. How much is that doing? Passengers served is like nothing. 4. So it's not a big deal. What I am thinking though is a bit of a tram. I'm liking the idea of a tram loop. Yeah. Even to this side and to that side. Okay, so what can we do in terms of tram tracks? Let's have a look at the kind of tram tracks that we can use. So I'm looking something in there that has a bit of a tram in there with parking. What is that? That's the big one. Anything with tram? That's just buses. Okay, go this side, go to tram over here and see the roads that we've got. So that's just one way. Anything is like going to be like a boulevard setup, otherwise it's just going to be standard tram track roads. So standard tram track roads like that. What? That's a one-way? Excellent. Hang on. That's better. That is way better. 2-lane one-way road with a tram track. And then over here again I've got normal stuff doing its thing, so I'll have to do that as an upgrade. We are looking at running it through there. It cannot be. Okay, crazy. Let's see about moving this a little bit out of the way and then going back to that. Sorry, over here. Then doing that as an upgrade, and I'm thinking down here. And then down this street over here, and now I'm kind of thinking we need to cut straight across over here maybe, and even at the signal straight across over there and then run that one. Right, so we'll do the upgrade over here. And now we'll just do that. And what I'll do is I will actually loop it in there so that we can go in both directions should we have to, but really it's only going to be a one-way loop around this section. Okay, now what I want to do is make sure we build this, and that only has to be a one-way. What is this? Standalone one-way tram track. That's all that I want to build, and I'm going to run it straight in there. Okay, let's do that and that. Right, so the tram is going to run straight through there. There's going to be a signal over there for it to stop traffic for the tram. People are probably going to walk alongside it, but really that's the thing. That's it. Okay, so that's a bit of a tram loop that we've got over there. What I'm thinking is we probably need to extend something into this area over here and then even create a bit of a tram loop at the end of this. Okay, so let's grab that tram, because a tram, unlike cars, needs a bit of a loop to turn around. With maybe an end station, to be honest. Actually, maybe an end station. Do we have something along the lines of a tram kind of station? Assets? Any assets? Station assets? Ooh. This is the one thing I still also have, a taxi depot. I could probably do a taxi depot in this area too. yeah, let's squeeze in a taxi depot over there, and then we'll do taxi stands at certain locations, right? Certain train station type of locations. You can actually squeeze it in underneath there. That would be brilliant. Nice, I like that. I like that. So we do a few taxi spots. We'll work on that a little bit more. Is all of this still working? It's getting a little bit sticky. This one is flowing quite well. No other big traffic issues. This one is working. That is working. This is working, though lightly though. But yeah, this is working hard. This is working really hard. Got a lot of movements here that's being used. Okay, hang on, back to the action over here. I want to do something with the tram that goes that way. So let's see. I have the ability of actually upgrading this section now to something that's a little bit nicer. Something like that. 4 lanes with tram tracks. Hang on. Let's go back to the roads and see what the bad peanut stuff looks like. 4-lane tram boulevard. Yeah? How does that look like? With parking and bike lanes, well, it's the kind of environment where you probably want to do it, right? The kind of environment where you probably want to do it. The parking, on the other hand, seems a little bit excessive. Really does seem a little bit excessive, the parking, but it is the kind of environment where you wanted to see that kind of thing. Nice. Okay, and now now we're just gonna do some tram track on the other side, right? Oops, that's not what I'm after. I am after public transport. And so what was this? 2-lane road with dedicated. Ooh, hang on, what is that? That's exactly what I actually wanted everywhere else, guys. This is what I want. Dedicated tram track. So give me my dedicated tram track. What is that one? 4-lane bus. That's not what I want. I want the dedicated tram. So that's actually what I want. So I'm gonna do this. Oops. Oops. So it's a little bit wider than would have been appreciated. Get that to the end. Tram track kind of ends over there. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm thinking the one way with tram track as the bit of a bit of a cul-de-sac over here. So give me 3, give me 3, give me 3 and 3 and no, don't do that. Let's pause because I'm struggling with this a little bit. Stop. 3, 3, 3 and 3. Excellent. So that works out pretty well. As the end of the line over here. Okay, and what I'm keen on is how we handle and manage this setup. I am also wondering if we can wrap it down over here or not. No, that's probably not going to work. So we'll just have a bit of a loop in there, and we'll probably have a bit of a loop on this side. So let's grab the same thing over here and we'll do our bit of a loop here. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 and 3. And how does that work? Ooh, that's a little bit sticky in that sense. The tram is probably gonna get stuck there. Well, in reality the tram would probably get stuck there, so we're just gonna make it a little bit smoother. probably still a little bit sticky, but I think that's much better. That's a little bit more realistic as such. Okay, there we go. So that's our little bit of a touristy spot that we've going to generate over here. And I'm thinking tram stop over here in this section, and a bit of a walkway to there. So give me my walkway. Right, please don't snap it. I know they can walk on the side of the road, but I'm kind of thinking maybe something a little bit more significant. Wow, there's a lot of people walking here, right? A lot. Anyway, we'll see how that goes, if that's what we need. Yeah, that's probably about the end of the episode, but yeah, that's what's happened. I've lost power through here. Okay, this is thinking this will probably be filled in at some point. Please get our power back. Excellent. Yeah, this is still all very sticky. All very sticky going on over here. Didn't quite want that to happen. I forgot about this, so let me pop in that one. I don't want that movement over there, please. Okay, so let's quickly do a few tram stations as we go through here. Hang on, before we do that, I wanted to run the upgrades on this again. I wanted to make sure we do the upgrades on this again. Yeah, I definitely wanted to do that. Yeah, take out the parking on this road to make room for this. And there we go. So now that actually works quite well. Now we're only doing the one. Yeah, then do the same thing on this side actually. That's fine. As a one-way, that's okay. We have the room over there. Okay, to cover that as a one-way. Because I don't want to mess up what we've planned on traffic there. Not so much. Okay, so we're doing a loop at this point. So let's be sure to have like a stop over here, stop over there, stop. Yeah, just around the corner over there. Stop somewhere in there. Stop somewhere in there. Stop about here. Then probably just the one in the middle. And then we loop that up. Okay, so then let's say remove vehicle. No, I don't want to delete the line. Remove vehicles. Remove vehicles, remove vehicles. And let's select the vehicle type. So we've got the E1, which is 210, and the tram with 90. You're just going to do the tram. Let's add 1, 2, 3, 4 vehicles to the mix and see them getting out of there. So there we go. Tram out of there, doing the one-way thing. And I'm kind of wondering whether we don't pursue an improved tram connection, another routing of the tram through here to loop this section and then loop that section. Seems like it would be sensible to do that kind of arrangement. So let me grab this one more time and we'll upgrade this section through here and through there. And do we just add it straight onto there though? Or do we run it on this side? No, let's add it straight onto this side. There we go. So we run it through there, and now we can do a second tram loop. And this one. Okay, so let's grab our stations again, and now this one we can actually run in the opposite direction, to be honest. So this one we'll do over here, do a stop there, do a stop over here, do a stop over there, and there, and there. And then we do a stop here, we do a stop, actually let's do this side first. We'll do a stop there, and there, and there, and there, there. Okay, so like the touristy area has got plenty of stops in there, and then we're running this way around. There we go, and let's say remove all the vehicles. Okay, select a type, it's just the tram. We're going to change its color to something like that. That's pretty good, nice. And then we select the type, so select it and add 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 trams on that line. What are you doing? Excellent. So now we've got a bit of a tram loop running over here. And how does that work with the station though? People run across. I just want to have a quick look, and that's definitely the end of this episode. Once the next tram stops over here, I want to see how that works. Where is the next tram? Gone. Can't find it. That was the last one. They're all kind of bunched up together. Any trams? I don't like this. I don't like the fact that the tram is going to share that section. This I feel is wrong unless they're moving to go to that side. Okay, where's my trams tracking? Here's the kind of purple one that I want to have a look at. Didn't actually stop there, so it's going to a different one. Where's this one at? Coming up here. Oh, I can actually just check it on anywhere, right? I don't have to check it right over there, but there is the more problematic area. So here it'll stop here, and then people will just run over, right? Yeah. So not the safest environment from a from that perspective. So stopping over there, people running across. So with all the traffic here, I just want to see how it works with the traffic over here. All of these police cars coming across. Where's my tram? Here it comes. No traffic whatsoever. Oh, here comes a little bit. Yeah, there will be traffic here. So it'll stop. It'll run through the traffic. Join, get straight through. I like it. I must say I like this quite a lot. And running through here, traffic's not a big problem. I'm guessing this is not constantly changing. As long as there's no tram, it shouldn't be changing at all. Okay, so when the tram arrives, yeah, that works well. I like it. I think that at-grade solution over there is not a problem. We've got the trams not around at the moment, but they will be able to go over there. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm going to call an end to this episode. It's a bit longer than usual. As always, if you've liked it, hit that like button. And yes, if you've got suggestions and comments, please leave them down below. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.